see a squad from the ACC, the Clemson Tigers, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Western Michigan Broncos. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Broncos will get us underway with the opening kickoff. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. So Clemson's will be in a hole thanks to that short return. And here's the man they rally around, and he has earned that type of respect, David.
You dang right. You earn it by doing it, and he's done it at such a high level. Everyone believes in this young man, and Palmer, there's a reason why.
You're right, David. He's been in the big moments, and he's won the big games. This guy delivers when the game is on the line.
That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27. It's a thing at Clemson to run downhill, literally, usually when they enter the stadium. But sometimes it feels like this running game's doing that.
They run down the hill, and a lot of times they don't stop, Reese, because they keep the tempo and they keep the foot on the gas, and that's what Clemson's kind of built this offense on, is tempo, trying to wear you out, and they slip in the run game and the quick passing game and the running QB and so many things to look at.
Looking to throw, it's Sparko. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. It's complete! A huge pickup! And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
He'll come out throwing on first down. Well, he's going to pass it. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Clemson!
I mean, what a great way to start this game. Getting the football in the end zone, getting it to your big play wide receiver. Nice job by this offense.
Yeah, David, it just seems like this offense came out with a sense of urgency, right? They're playing with great energy, and it seemed like everything they dialed up on that drive worked perfectly. Really nice rhythm, really nice flow, and they cap it off with a touchdown.
The Broncos offense has its first opportunity of the day. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, then they've got a shot to win this one.
No doubt, they got to show up. These are the team leaders. These guys have to play well if they're going to win the football.
Let's see what they've got on second down. He's looking to throw. They're working that left side. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down.
And offensively, I love running these drag routes. I mean, these are the routes that, whether it's zone, whether it's man, they're so successful. It's just about seeing what the defense is doing.
Going downfield for the big play. And it falls incomplete, but that could have been disastrous. A defender was right there. Both of these teams right on the fringe of the top 25. This is the type of game that can help you earn some respect.
Absolutely. I mean, both these teams sitting right outside the top 25 have a great opportunity to get a good quality win and start to build momentum early in this season and see what kind of squad you're going to have, Palmer.
Both of these teams just want respect. They've worked so hard all offseason, all season up to this point to try to get that number beside their name. And this is the game. If you win it, you're going to get it.
And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass, locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
This is an opportunity to show your offense you believe in them. Their opening drive of the game, still in their own territory, going for it on fourth down. They'll immediately call timeout.
Western Michigan.
They told us they were going to be aggressive no matter where they were on the field. Didn't take long to prove it. Going for it on 4th down in their first drive. They make the stop, but the sweet rolling catch is plenty to give them a first down.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
And this guy has some shiftiness to him, and he showed it off to the defense after picking up a few.
The offense making a statement early in this game. They're going to open the entire playbook, and they're going to show this defense so many different looks and try to keep them on their heels. I love that play call. You could see the defense wasn't sure what was going on.
Stop just inside the 25. We'll mark it at the 24. Pickup of 10 and a first down. The Broncos come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He'll just keep slinging it. Got his man quickly. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks. They got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Brought down at the 7 after picking up 3. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Jet sweep to the receiver. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
This is an easy play for the offense early in the ballgame. I hand the jet sweep to him fast when he comes across. I can get outside, usually equals positive gains. The jet sweep is a great play for offenses.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Western Michigan. Lining up for the PAT. Hit that one with some aggression for the point after. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. He'll bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They got it on offense. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you've played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer now is on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
And a great job by the linebacker. You can tell, starting to crowd the line of scrimmage, get up there in the line of scrimmage, see it, diagnose it, get in the backfield, get the running back on the ground for the tackle for the loss.
And it falls in, complete. But it could have been much, much worse as the defender was right there. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. They'll look to pin him deep. He gets it away from his own end zone. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Western Michigan offense ready to go back to work. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touch, sent it downfield. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
I think when you go through this progression as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that.
He's taking the shot. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
Yeah, and I like the shot, the aggressive play down the field. And we like throwing those jump balls up to my receiver because usually the receiver makes the play and makes the defender look bad. Nice job by the defender getting a hand on it, tipping that ball away from the wide receiver.
The whole point of running the quarterback on these designed runs is to get an extra blocker. You should be getting more movement up front, but that time, guys were getting knocked backwards, and as a result, they actually lost a yard.
On fourth down, they're taking to the air. And he'll pull it in inside the 20. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Western Michigan.
Hey, coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring. So they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really, really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
Dropping back, it's Barco. They'll run the screen. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective.
And they executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers and green field out in front of him. He picked up an explosive play on a running back screen.
He's going to pass on second down. Got his man. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. Now facing a third down as they line up after the break. From the gun, wants to pass. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with a sack.
Nothing too exotic about that blitz right there. That's just the middle linebacker coming right up the middle of the field in the teeth of that offensive lineman. Nobody accounted for him, and he gets home.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Running it back, it's Baptiste. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown, everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Looking to move it through the air. Fires to the wideout. How about getting the foot down on that throw for the big completion? He stepped out of bounds after a huge play, but hang on just a second. Defense might get bailed out here by a flag. Here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. Fires to the tight end. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give him a first down.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you love playing on teams with great offenses.
And the Broncos will line it up on 1st and 10. They're trying to get to it. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
This pass rush is serious, man. When you watch them on film, they do a nice job in the back end, taking away all the throws downfield. He's trying to get to his check down, but that pressure gets to him, and the hit forced the incomplete.
And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. They're looking at a third down and short from the 33. Looking to throw for it. Lets it fly deep downfield. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown Broncos! Ready to try the point after. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
That makes the score Western Michigan 21, Clemson.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Snagged in the middle. It's Flanagan. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down.
And quarterback, receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Back to throw. It's Barco. Working that left side now. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Clemson jumps to the line. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. Tackle is made after the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
That's a first down for the offense.
From the shotgun, the inside give.
The receiver carries the ball.
They want to get this defense on its heels. He's looking for an open man on second down. He's going to take off. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You get the ball out, but when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. From the gun, the running back has it. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, there's a statement by the defensive line. First down play, expecting run, and they just dominated up front. Beat their one-on-ones and forced a tackle for a loss.
Picks up the first down, still moving. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Clemson.
And how about the job blocking by the wide receivers? If you're going to play receiver in this offense, you can't only want to catch the ball, you've got to be willing to block. They did a great job there.
And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. The kickoff team takes the field to boot this one away. Fair catch, called for and made. Guys, we're about to get another look at this Western Michigan offense. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
Just a solid stop by this sophomore.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Going for it all. And he's got it at the 30. And the tackle was made, but not before that completion gets them 30+. The Broncos will have it 1st and 10. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. And the Broncos look to do some damage in the red zone. On 2nd down, looking again to throw. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone.
And defensive backs, you think, don't have good hands. The big fella shows it. How about that defensive back going up and getting the interception? Nice job breaking on the football. You say that's why you play defense, because you don't have hands? Yeah, I bet the difference.
Trying to start the drive with a pass. He's got the back in the middle. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the 1st down. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Lets it fly. What a snag by the defense. Trying to take it back. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
A big part about playing the quarterback position is turning the page, playing the next play, not letting bad plays beat you. And that's his first career interception in college football, so that's good.
Going to take a shot. And he's got it inside the 15-yard line. Touchdown, Broncos. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
He's got his man. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. A 3rd and short coming from their own 20-yard line. Dropping back, it's Barco. Trying to get to it. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a 1st down.
QB's got to be able to play on so many different levels. They got to read coverages, know the snap count, know what everybody's doing, and then does a great job at the end making something out of nothing, making a positive play, picking up a new set of downs, a new set of problems for this defense.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. This offense has a 2nd down play. He's looking to throw. Getting some heat. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it. It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Clemson will send the punt team out. He'll call for the fair catch here. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. They'll throw it on 1st down. Feeling some heat. They get to him as he throws. And that ball is picked off. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, you have been calling a great broadcast today from there in Kalamazoo. The passing game for both sides has been outstanding. On point, unrelenting. They've excelled in the short game, the intermediate game, and especially on the deep ball. All in all, a thrilling display of offensive firepower, and these defenses have a lot to discuss here at halftime. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside Waldo Stadium.
Ready to start the second half, and Clemson will kick it away. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Western Michigan has it back as they send the offense onto the field. As they get ready to start this third quarter, think how big the lead might be if they'd taken care of the ball.
Well, the game might be over, Reese, but if you're on defense right now, you've gotten a couple turnovers early, and you're saying, okay, we're going to need to keep this up. We got to stay aggressive for us to have a chance to win this game, but we believe we can do it.
Yeah, you've already done it, so...
Gonna take a shot. And that pass intercepted. He'll try to take it back. Made a defender miss. He is finally out of bounds, but he was smelling that end zone on that return.
And it's frustrating because you go into half and the coaches tell you what they want to accomplish. Listen, you've seen this the whole first half. This is what they're doing. Not a good job coming out. First drive, trying to get some momentum created. Turn it over to the other team. Give them a good field position now, too. Not the ideal start.
You just got to wonder how frustrated this guy is, especially after the success he had their last game out, but just nothing going in this one. He has not been able to get himself into a rhythm. There's been way too much penetration up front defensively. They've been able to stop him in his tracks.
Clemson is quick to the line. They'll try to run for it. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets to first down. And the Tigers will snap it on 1st and 10.
And that's good enough for first down.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. To the air, it's Barco. Makes his connection. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
Man, the offense got away with one there. That was supposed to be a running back screen. Instead, the quarterback threw it somewhere else. And with all the offensive line running way down the field, they're lucky that wasn't a penalty.
He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
I know the passing game sells. The passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
On the option, he'll pitch it. And the fourth option there is to throw it in reverse, and that's what happened on that one.
Well, you got to give the defense credit. They knew a big key in this one was slowing this dude down, especially after how well he played the last time out. They have been swarming him, they have been gang tackling him, and getting a lot of penetration up front.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. From the right hash, and this distance makes that angle not quite so severe. No good. Guys, a missed field goal, and nothing changes. Still a 14-point game. Western Michigan offense ready to go back to work. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last. He lets it fly. Snatches it on the right. Nothing but green ahead. And he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown, Western Michigan. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. And they split the uprights on the extra point. They're up 35-14.
How about the day for this young fella? 3 receiving touchdowns. Hey, defense, that guy's good.
And the ball pops out. Oh, inviting disaster. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. Guys, we're about to get another look at this Western Michigan offense. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. And Jesse, he just keeps piling up numbers, over 350 yards for the game.
And I feel like from the get-go, Reese, this guy's just been in a great rhythm all game long. He just seems like he's dialed in.
Touchdown, Western Michigan! And the punishment has been extended. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner will be brought down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be.
And he's running in the open. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
On the play. And first down for the offense.
Off-play action on first down. On the run, still looking. The quarterback bought as much time as he could, but the defense got to him and sacked him.
Those play-action passes take a little bit longer to develop, right? Because you still have the fake. And then the quarterback turns his back to the defense, has to reset. You got to protect him a little bit better than that, or the fake's got to be a lot better.
They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. They started this drive with a big play, but now they need a conversion to keep it alive on third down. Back to throw, it's Barco. Gets it out quickly. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. This Clemson offense moving quickly down the field. They'll throw it on first down. It's complete to the left. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. Completion a little short of the sticks. It's second down. He'll do it himself. Powers through the defender. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down.
Ooh, I like that option play. I'd keep running that too, because it's obvious the defense right now is really keying in on this running back. That was a big point of emphasis for them all week long in practice, and it's opening up holes now for the quarterback to run.
Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. And he uses the stiff arm to push his way past the sticks and pick up the first down.
One of the things I love about these misdirection type plays is that you can pull offensive linemen and get extra bodies at the point of attack. So you're setting yourself up with good angles if you execute it properly, David, and you saw it right there.
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. And then sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Western Michigan has it back as they send the offense onto the field. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the second half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers. It's been an absolutely miserable day trying to solve the riddle of this offense.
And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
Still on his feet at the 45. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
These quarterbacks are nightmares to play. Pretty good coverage on the outside. Man-to-man, nobody looking at the quarterback. He takes off. He doesn't look like the quarterback.
Pass on the way. It's picked off. And he will step out of bounds, but what a play to get the ball back for his offense. Line gets set. First down. On the option. Smashes through. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. Now on second down. Out of the gun, the running back has it. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Goes to the option. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that third down play turned into a disaster. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. He's getting a lot of work, fourth time he's punted tonight. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. First down for this offense. They'll start this drive with a pass. Dumps it off in the flats. And a quick completion, an even quicker loss. The defense was right there to knock him down. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Western Michigan is on top. And they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the third quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. He's looking to throw. Going for the big play. Pulls it in on the right.
Well, it really just feels like they are trying to make a statement to everybody in college football. They've got a lead, they've got it late, and they are still putting it on this defense. They are still letting it fly.
Throws toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
He'll pull it down.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28.
So as a defense, do I load the middle where they can run the football, up the gut and really come attack me downhill right now? Or
unleashes one deep. And it's intercepted in the end zone. No, he's out of bounds. Oh, so close to stopping the drive with a turnover in the end zone. And here comes play number 6 of the drive. Pulls and throws off the RPO. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down.
QB now has over 400 yards passing, guys, and you got to give everybody else in his supporting cast a ton of credit. Receivers, great job running routes, catching the football, and this offensive line has been outstanding, giving him time to throw.
The Broncos have it with a 1st and 10. Snap it to the back. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
You got to give the coaching staff credit because they really do focus all season long on situational football. With the lead late in the game, if we're on offense, we're trying to stay in bounds. We're trying to bleed the clock. And after ripping off a really nice run, that guy knew, I've got to get down. I cannot get pushed out of bounds.
And that one is picked off in the end zone. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. And the senior just took that one out of the air and sends it the other way. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
And back to the air on 2nd down. Works the middle of the field. Makes a grab, and he's dragged down.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Clemson jumps to the line, and they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on third down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
And he's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight it, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
To the air, it's Barco. Looking left. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. They're bringing heat. Trying to escape and get it himself. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. The Tigers are on the move.
Well, he does a really nice job buying time, and I love the awareness there, understanding no one's open downfield, knowing where the sticks are, and he's able to use his athleticism to get that first down.
And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield.
And when I got a stud quarterback like they do, I'm going to protect him. I'm going to make sure that I keep him upright because he can do some serious damage. But this defense applying pressure and applying the hammer in this football game.
And he's lucky to get that one back. This junior quarterback knows better than to try that too often.
This defense has just been all over this guy all game long. Under pressure, they're finding a way to get to him and affect his rhythm. Of course, they have an interception in this game. That's why they've got a big lead here in the 4th quarter. This guy has never gotten into a rhythm.
Intercepted. Taking it the other way. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always remember your first interception. They'll always remember this moment.
Stop just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down.
Sometimes these guys just have eyes in the back of their head. You saw it right there. He was able to buy himself time, get outside the pocket, and at that point, I think the decision was pretty easy. Hey, I can go get this with my feet. He was able to do that. Now they got a fresh set of downs.
Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. Trying to make magic with his feet.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. He caught it! Touchdown, Western Michigan! And the pummeling has started. They push the lead out here in the 4th quarter and close to getting back on track and going 2-1.
And how about it? Everyone getting involved, getting the big tight end involved. This offense has done an unbelievable job scoring points. This defense has had no answers. Just keep it rolling, offense.
Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
Well, here in the 4th quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Looking to throw, it's Barco. Snags it over the middle. And how about that catch and run? So dangerous, this guy. Just outside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 21. He wants to throw. He's got his man. Oh, there might have been trouble if they had knocked him down so quickly. Clemson now operating in the red zone. He wants to throw here on 2nd down. Gets it out fast. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down. Back to the air one more time. Finds his man. Oh, he dropped it. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it.
Now, this is a receiving group that practices making catches in traffic, and they're used to having guys trying to rip it free. He's got to do a better job of keeping 5 points of pressure after he makes the catch. That's a costly giveaway.
Western Michigan offense ready to go back to work. And now one of the most satisfying moments, looking to take a shot. And it's another interception as his assault on the record book continues. He goes out of bounds, but he just about did it himself. What a return after the interception. Couldn't ask for better field position for this offense. To the air on first down. Using the quick game. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. The Tigers have it in scoring position on first and goal. They'll go to the air. He's got it. And he wanted the score badly, but the defense wrestles him down at the 2.
And I know this football game is over, but we got to keep fighting. We got to keep finding something, some kind of rhythm in this offense, something we can hang our hat on that we do really, really well. Listen.
And he takes it in the end zone for 8. A little window dressing here at the end of the game.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. And he added the extra point. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Guys, we're about to get another look at this Western Michigan offense. Barring complete catastrophe, David, this offense ought to be able to salt away this game.
Yeah, and unless you're playing in a different league, this one's over.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Timeout called by the offense, 24 seconds left on the clock. What can they pull out of the playbook here on 2nd and long from the 17? He's looking to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. And he rifled in that pass, but it's incomplete. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Catch in the middle, it's Casey. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. They're a perfect 2 for 2 on 4th down. They'll go for the hat trick. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. One last incompletion, and that'll do it. Well, this was an offensive showcase out there today. We thought it would be a high-scoring game, and it certainly delivered.
If you love